Hello and welcome back to another Indiana Jones Adventure Series action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at Walter Donovan from The Last Crusade. This is the very first Donovan that Hasbro has ever made, and this is a GameStop exclusive from Wave 1. And this is the only version of Donovan that we have so far, and I'm pretty grateful that they decided to make a Donovan action figure, given that we never had any Donovan action figures. So I'm really thankful that they decided to make, Donovan, given that he's, the main villain of The Last Crusade. And with that being said, let's take a look at the packaging that he comes in. The packaging, of course, is your standard Adventure Series packaging. Front is the same. This side's the same. The back's the same. Of course, we got the scale of the figure. We also see the accessories that he comes with, that being his alternate head that depicts him being rapidly aged to death, or rapidly aged when he drinks from the false grail. And he comes with the false grail, the Walther PPK pistol, and half of the grail tablet. And there's that for the back. And this side's the same too. We got other figures from Wave 1, that being Belloc, Indy, Sala, Marion, and Toad, and of course it's Donovan. I already reviewed all these figures in my previous video, so be sure to check that out when you get a chance. And there's that for the packaging. Now back to the figure itself. This figure is a fantastic action figure, and it's a must-have for your collection, especially if you're, a fan of The Last Crusade. Like me, The Last Crusade is my favorite film, and I'm really thankful that they made this action figure of Donovan, like I mentioned earlier. In terms of accessories, obviously we took a look at the accessories on the box, but I thought I'd show you the accessories up close. So the Walther PPK pistol looks very nice. It looks accurate and detailed to the one that was used in the film. The false grail looks nice too. It looks accurate to the one that you saw in the film. The paint that they use is like a dull paint. Like it's gold, but it's more like a it's kind of like it's very dull metallic gold, I guess you can say, in terms of the paint applications on the false grail. He also comes with the grail tablet, like I mentioned earlier. Very nice. They did a great job with the design. It looks just like the one you saw in the film. And there's nothing in the back, of course, but the front is, fantastic. It looks very nicely detailed, and it looks as accurate as the one in the film. Like I said, fantastic accessory. And of course, the head looks like this. I do have two Donovan action figures, but the head looks like this. They did a great job with the head sculpt. I'd say for the alternate head, he does look like a zombie, and I guess you can use this as a zombie figure if you wanted to do like a zombie diorama, or just play with a bunch of zombies, and you can just have him be one of those zombies. I don't know, up to you, but it looks pretty nice actually. They did a great job with the hair, the facial features for the aging head, and yeah, very creepy but very cool at the same time. And yeah. So, in terms of articulation, he has a ball joint at the head. The lower neck is also on a ball joint. Hinged shoulders, hinged elbows, a ball joint at the wrist for both wrists. Yeah. He has hinged knees, swivel thigh. Wait, no, sorry. Going back. Hinge hips. I call these knees. I don't know why, but he has hinge hips, swivel upper thigh, like I mentioned, hinge knees, and hinge ankles. I do want to point out a few things. The legs are a reuse and a repaint from Grand Admiral Thrawn. This is the archive Grand Admiral Thrawn from the Black Series, based on his appearance in Rebels, and they just reused the legs, and that's fine. Also, I forgot to mention that if you watched my Thrawn video, I actually forgot to mention that he has swivel upper thigh. As you can see right here, there's that slit, and and it moves. So I forgot to mention that in my Thrawn review. So at least I mentioned it now in the Donovan review. And I want to do a comparison to the head sculpt real quick to General Veers. The reason for that is because these two characters are played by Julian Glover, which is the same actor. And let me just remove his hat real quick. Let me try to get him to stand up properly. Okay, there we go. In terms of likeness, both of them do look like Julian Glover, and both of them have a nice head sculpt. However, I think the Veers figure has a better head sculpt in terms of the design and the likeness to Julian Glover. I'm not saying this one looks bad or anything. It looks like Donovan, looks like Julian Glover, but there's but I don't know. There's something a bit off about his face compared to Veer's. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I don't know, but both do look like Julian Glover. I just have a preference for the Veer's head sculpt over the Donovan head sculpts. But both are great figures and both have great head sculpts. Like I said, just this one's my preference. And I did review this in a previous video, so be sure to check it out if you haven't checked it out already. Let's put it back here. So this figure is a 10 out of 10. Again, great figure to have in your collection. I wish they, did more figures for the Adventure series. I think I mentioned this in my other reviews, but they could literally make Colonel Dietrich by reusing this body. They can paint it green, add some details, and there you go. You got Colonel Dietrich. Obviously, you'd have to, make a new head sculpt and maybe add a holster to the suit, right? Because in the movie, Dietrich has a holster, but other than that, you could repaint this figure, right? Add a new head sculpt, and you got Colonel Dietrich, and yeah. And I was hoping they'd make some of the Nazi colonels, Nazi soldiers, and stuff, but I guess we're not gonna have that. Other than that, yeah, great figure in terms of Walter Donovan, and again, you should this is a must-have, and you should get this in your collection because this is a fantastic action figure to have in your collection. And before we end the video, I just want to mention that most of the male figures or male characters or most figures of male characters reuse certain body parts. Like these hands are reused for a bunch of male characters like Indy, Voller, Marcus Brody, and Donovan, and so on and so forth. And all the characters that wear a tie, we use the same lower neck, and they just repainted the tie. So like Voller, for example, it's literally the same same lower neck joint with the tie, it's the same lower neck body part with the tie, and they just repainted the tie. And same goes for the Last Crusade India. Let me see if I can have it nearby. Oh yeah, right here. And let's get Belloc out. So Belloc and Indy also have the same lower neck body part, which is mostly sorry, let me say that again. The lower neck body part is just the collar with the tie attached to it, and it's pretty much its own body part. Same goes with Belloc and Donovan, and I believe Tote has that too. Same thing, and Chasm has the same thing too. But other than that, most male characters or most figures of male characters, tend to reuse certain body parts, and that's fine because they're all human body parts at the end of the day. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell icon, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your night and enjoy. Bye.